we can play the video.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I made the biggest mistake. I waxed my face because kids were making fun of my facial hair. But then mom found out and she was terrified because I got a rash and peeled my skin off. If I just knew that face shaving would be a much better option and a natural way to remove hair. Nowadays, I only use these eco-friendly face razors and I've never had irritation or inflamed skin.
Okay.
So girls are shaving their faces now with a thing called a dermaplane.
At home?
Yes. So they have made dermaplaning devices. So for those of you who, I'm sure all of you know, but there could be people that don't. Dermaplaning is basically like shaving, and it's done in a doctor's office with a straight edge razor, usually. And estheticians can also do it, but it's instead of waxing or threading. So I personally don't like it. Do you do it in your office?
We do some dermaplaning in the office, but I think the main issue here is really the lack of control for the cleaning process, like before and after, right? Because anytime you have a blade on the skin, there's also this risk for trauma to the skin. So you can have these little micro tears.
Yes. And it often happens. And I don't care how good you are with a razor. I mean, even the best microblader, dermaplaning people, when they do it, they just nick them oh so slightly in several places. And you'll know, like, I knew the first time, I never did it, but in my doctor's office, there was a lady who did it, and the girl went home to watch a movie and she was crying and she just felt stinging all down where the little cuts were at her face. And it inflamed them so she could see it, But here's my take on it. I understand some people need to shave their face because they have extra hair. There's people of different nationalities that have more hair on their face as a woman than others. So if you wax, you can get a breakout. And threading is also can make you get a breakout as well. But I feel like dermaplaning is a good option, but why not just shave your own face at home with a razor blade that has a protective edge like a man does?
Yeah, I think it depends on how close the shave is. And I think they also have a lot of these razors that have 4 or 5 blades with a protection. I think there was recently a trend where people were going back to the single blade without as much protection. I think this is probably what this...
To get the closer shave?
To get the closer shave, but I think the problem is this, and I have the same issue with like at-home derma rollers, but in general, the microblading, the reason it can be done really well is because the angle at which you approach the face from an esthetician, right, is going to be different than the one you can do at home in front of a mirror.
Right.
Having a really nice, even, natural motion upward can be really helpful in getting that clean shave without traumatizing the skin versus you're twisting your face this way, you're trying to do different angles. I just feel like it's just not as consistent.
To do at home?
To do at home.
Okay, well, I think that, one, it's not good to shave off your peach fuzz on your face because the peach fuzz is there to protect your pores and protect things from getting in that shouldn't be coming in. They're like a protective hair on there. Everybody has peach fuzz and that's what it's there for. So just naturally dermaplaning as a choice to do instead of exfoliating, which is why the way they promote it, I think it's better to exfoliate with a fruit acid than to shave off the hair and the skin because you're also taking off that peach fuzz, the protection.
So you're against dermaplaning in
Period.
general?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm against dermaplaning. But I do know that some people have a lot of hair on their face and I get them as patients because I have to extract them after a wax and they have to get the hair off. So for them, I just tell them, don't waste your money going in to get a dermaplane. Just buy a razor and do a little shave a couple times a week when you need to.
Yeah.
No, that's my opinion. But I don't like the dermaplaning at-home devices because they don't have that protective edge.
Yeah.
They're starting to come out with some that do because, like, why would you put a straight edge razor in the hands of every person?
Yeah. No, I feel the same way about at home, like just like at home rollers where
absolutely not.
where
no, don't do it.
Yeah, the needles are definitely not clean. And this particular way as well, like if you're reusing that blade multiple times, like when dermaplaning is done in the office, it's a one-time use.
Right.
Right. Like that blade goes in the sharps container right after the use. So it's not a reusable thing.
Right, but a question.
Yes.
Do you throw away your razor every time you use it at home?
No.
So then why do we need to do that? I mean, I understand don't use the same
Sure.
blade on a second patient,
Right.
patient number 2.
Yeah.
Yes, so then you have to throw it away because what are you going to do? Bag them all and save them for the next time they come in? So that's why we throw it away, because you can't reuse the blade on another person. You have to put it, you can't just put it in the quads and clean it, right? It's like needles. You can't reuse needles.
Sure.
But I don't think at home you would have to throw away your razor like they were doing in that silly video.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
throw these away.
well, especially something that you can throw away every time. The quality must not be very good, where it's cheap enough, where you can throw it away every time. So that even the manufacturing process must be pretty cheap for that to be possible, right? A high quality blade is actually more expensive because it takes more effort to create it, and those are the ones that have lasting power. But those disposable single blades are probably really cheaply made.
Yeah, I think that it's a marketing gimmick tool, and I think you should, if you're going to shave at home, shave with a regular razor. Also, at the end, she did something with the wax. Was she promoting a wax?
I'm not sure. It sounds like
Or
she
a
was.
strip?
Yeah, a strip where I think it was just to show that it's really painful, maybe compared to the fact that the dermaplaning is not.
Yeah, wax can be very dangerous at home too, because you can rip your skin very easily if you are very moisturized.
Yeah.
It's easy to just rip it right off.
No, I think there's a lot of these like at-home processes where I'm sure some people can do it well, but it's just very inconsistent. So most of these things, if you're gonna do it anyway, I still am obviously like, this is why there are specialists who do these things every single day, and they've seen the complications that can happen. They know how to treat it. They know how to protect the skin before and after these treatments. So, you may be against dermablading in general for the peach fuzz, but for those who are going to do it, I still feel like it's a lot safer to do it in the office setting where it's kind of monitored with someone with experience.
And I think it's safer to do it with a regular razor at home than trusting an esthetician who can cut your skin. So
Agree to disagree.
We can agree to disagree. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.